Hello everyone, and welcome to the Devine Sunshine Tarot channel. This is Pam, and I'm here with your spring ecstasy secret spring love reading. I know, ecstasy. What's in this little fat egg for my earth signs today? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I have some goodies in store for you. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And for those of you returning, thank you for returning. I hope you saw the little video clip that I put out prompting this new love reading. And as promised from your regular readings, I indicated I had something special in store for you. So this is your ecstasy secret spring love reading. Okay, this will go on for the next 3 months, well, until we go into the summer, and it's stuff to look forward to. And I hope you like what I have in store for you. So let's get started. Thank you, angels and spirit, for your guidance. I welcome your loving light and presence. I pray this reading is for the highest good and intentions. I pray that the messages that are revealed here are received with clarity and healing. And I thank you for your love, your wisdom, and your guidance. Amen. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Let's take a look. Let's crack this egg open. And let's see what do we have in store for you. Okay, you're going to have 3 eggs. You got a lot of little candy here, some Skittles, something to put in your mouth and just think about. Sweet things, okay? Skittles, a burst of fruit, airheads, okay? You might even have a little chocolate egg down in here somewhere. Not sure where, but somewhere. Okay, amongst this grass. Oh, here's a starburst. Okay, and there's some treats in these little eggs, and some advice and some excitement for your romantic time this spring. These are your cards. This is from the Lover's Path Tarot. And when I talk about what's in these cards to you, this is love stories, and maybe the love stories will be something that compares to what you're going through right now, but it's an enjoyable little stories about love and faith and hope. Okay, this is going to probably have, well, I know I'm going to have 2 sets of readings here. One is going to be for singles or people seeking love, and the other is for those that are in a relationship or could be couples or could be married. Okay, so we're going to see whatever it is, though, however it resonates with you. Please let me know down below in the comment section if it does. And then, you know, I want you to also remember too that, you know, whenever you seek a reading, it's not always going to resonate with you. But this is something a little special. I hope and pray that everybody finds something in this reading that they're going to enjoy. Okay, and with that being said, let me put the egg off to the side a little bit here. Move my little candle back. All right, and put the egg off to the side. And so, your cards, sacrifice. And sacrifice is Orpheus and Eurydice. And you have the awakening. This is Cupid and Psyche. under sacrifice you have, and let me first say this, this is for singles and people looking for love, new love, and this is for my couples, okay? Just going to tell a little short story and try to indicate how all of these cards connect to the stories, okay? All right, so our first story is Orpheus and Eurydice, and it is considered the sacrifice card, okay? And the sacrifice card in the regular tarot deck is the Hangman. And sacrifice is all about being at an impasse. It's about surrender. It's about having patience. It's about having compassion. So the story of Orpheus and Eurydice is one of those stories. I guess this is Greek mythology. Let me see if you can see that. Okay. It's Greek mythology. And Orpheus was the son of Apollo. And the muse Calliope. I hope I pronounced that right. Now, there are several different stories that's circulating about Orpheus and Eurydice. These stories, it's maybe 4 or 5 of them going around that are folklore, you know. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to give you the story the best way I know how to give you, where I understand it. You know, Eurydice was a woman of beauty and grace, and Orpheus loved her dearly. Orpheus was taught to play the harp and to sing, and when he played the harp and when he sang, he moved the hearts of humans and gods. Orpheus and Eurydice were married for a very short time. Eurydice was killed by a snake bite soon after they were wed. I guess she must have been hanging out. They say, some of the stories say she was hanging out in the forest dancing with nymphs and wind up getting bit by the snake, and she died. And this made Orpheus distraught and upset. And being that he was the son of a god, he decided to go down into hell to rescue her. And you know, you can go down into hell being a god and without dying, you know, but you can't do it but once. And so he decided to go down there and rescue her. And he stood before Hades and Persephone, the god and the goddess of the dead. And he sang until one of them relented and honored his request, but with a difficult condition. You know, they told Orpheus that he must not look at his wife until they had safely ascended out of the dark and into the light. And Orpheus tried to do that, but he failed. He failed this test because he did not hear Eurydice's footsteps behind him. Now, you have to understand that Eurydice, at this point, she's one of the dead, okay? So you're not going to hear the dead because they make no sound. They're not human, okay? I can't see why I can't get that into clearer focus than that. But anyway, so he turned around and was looking for her. He didn't hear her footsteps behind him. And on top of that, he didn't really trust that the gods were truthful about the conditions that they gave him. So, of course, you know, he turns around to make sure to check. Now, the book says that he sacrificed his quest to ease Eurydice's insecurity. So, I don't know. What do you think? Put it down below. You can be the judge. To me, He was almost at the foot, almost at the light, a couple of steps away from the light, and he risked it, he chanced it, you know. And this is what sacrifice is sometimes. Is you take a risk and it doesn't turn out or pan out like you want, but you can't give up. You have to keep going. And that's what sacrifice is all about. You know, it's easy for a person to say that I could keep going, you know, and I would keep going, but you know, you will be tempted to turn around and look behind you at the past, okay? So that's what this card is kind of saying to me. You can't turn around and look at the past. So I see some situations here. Along with the sacrifice card, which I believe is a Pisces card, you have the King of Staves. I forgot who Wotan was, but we're not going to worry about Wotan. We're just going to work with King of Staves, and Staves is wands. Okay, and he's the King of Wands in the regular tarot deck. And you have the Ace of Arrows. Okay. Now, you know, the Ace of Arrows is all about truth, and the King of Wands is all about determination and drive and leadership. Okay, being determined, extremely determined to do what you need to do. So for some of you, I see someone has made a short-term sacrifice in order to reach a long-awaited goal. In another situation here, I see someone taking care of other people's needs, you know, even if they're, you know, not in your own personal interest. And finally, I also see someone is feeling like they're unable to make the sacrifices in a situation which requires in turn is creating difficulties for yourself. So you don't want to make this sacrifice because it's causing difficulties for you. And actually, this relationship here, your hands are tied. And but what has to happen here, someone is doing something or has done something to cause them to lose their partner, is that you're going to have to be honest with your mate, and you're going to have to face the music. Okay? Face the music for this. Say you're sorry. Be truthful. So you have the Ace of Arrows, which represents swords, and the Ace of Swords is all about truth. Okay? All right. So our next story is about Cupid. And this is the number 19 card. It's called Awakening. This is the Sun card in the regular tarot deck. You know, the Sun is all about hope and faith and joy and just happiness, being elated. The story of Cupid and Psyche, which a lot of people say this too, that Cupid represents love and Psyche represents the soul. And their love affair represents everlasting love. The story of Cupid and Psyche was Venus was jealous of Psyche's outstanding beauty. She instructed her son Cupid to pierce Psyche with his arrow. So she foolishly loved the first creature she saw. However, Cupid fell in love with Psyche, and he rescued her by secretly taking her as his bride. And being that she was tucked away somewhere, he would only come to her at night. And Cupid is angry with Psyche when she accidentally burns him with a lamplight. She disobeyed his order not to look at him. He didn't want her to look at him or see him because he came under camouflage to her. He came to her at night, and she wanted to see who this man was. He flees away and she loses him. And in her search for him, she undertakes a series of cruel and difficult tasks set by Venus in hopes of winning him back. Now, Cupid is standing around on the sidelines somewhere. He can't bear her suffering no longer, and he can't bear to be separated from her, and he pleads their cause to the gods. So Cupid and Psyche are rejoined later and awakened to the preciousness of their love and by its testing. Is someone out there being awakened? Is someone out there their love being tested? You couples? Okay, did you lose somebody and they're coming back to you? Or you're fighting for them? Now I understand why you get Cupid's arrow, because when he shoots the arrow at you, you fall in love with the first person that comes along. Better be careful about that one too. Now the cards that are accompanying Cupid and Psyche in the awakening is the Nine of Arrows. Somebody is terribly worried about a situation here. They can't sleep. You're stressing. And the Ace of Coins. The Nine of Arrows is like the Nine of Swords, where you can't sleep. You're having bad dreams. And the Ace of Coins is the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. And this here is an offer. This is an offer, materialistic offer. This could possibly be a house or a car, a gift of some sort, even a wedding ring, even a token showing that you love someone very deeply and that you want a commitment. But someone in this relationship is just really having a hard time. They're fretting. Or maybe this someone has lost someone, just like Psyche lost Cupid. Now the awakening is also about being creative. It's about success. It's about fertility. And it's about optimism. Being optimistic about love and rekindling things. Also, this is a sign that could be someone that is getting ready to birth something, a creation they're bringing about, or could be that they're getting ready to bring forth a family, a baby. This is a beautiful new beginning here that will be very abundant. This marriage that may be taking place, this engagement, is going to be very fruitful. Okay? This relationship here is an everlasting love. Some people are experiencing an immeasurable and life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism. That is this card right here. Okay, you're doing well at your job. You're able to bring forth stability to your family. This is also, Cupid is also always associated with love and sex. Okay, some of you will be exploring your sexuality and learning how to please your partner, how to please yourself. Okay? This is about creativity and procreation. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful love. On the dark side of things, though, there's someone here that's unwilling to accept affection. Someone here that doesn't want to grow. Okay? All right, let's move on. So that is your story, your love story about for all of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And let me name a few other signs here. You are representing the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, which is also the swords. And then we have the wands, or the staves as they call them here. And that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if any of those signs are people that you're partnered with right now, know that this reading is for you. Okay. So what's with the sweets? With the Starbursts, the Skittles, the Airheads. Some people are going to be dealing with some Airheads right here. But the candy is here for a reason. Because in one of these eggs is a surprise. Okay. That's the wrong. This golden egg, this egg here, represents the movies with beautiful love quotes in them. And what I'm going to ask you to do, this is your movie for the next, you're going to get 3 movies here. I think it's 3 here. Yeah, it's 3 movies. We have 3 movies in this egg. These are love quotes from different movies. If you can, try to stream these movies. Have you some Skittles and some Airheads and some Starbursts. Don't eat too much chocolate, because chocolate is extremely good for you. And we've been hanging out in the house, so we need to try to rest a little bit. So your first movie is The Great Gatsby. And a famous quote from this line is, a love quote is, I wish I had done everything on earth with you. I wish I had done everything on earth with you. That is your love quote for April for one of you all. That's movie number 1. And pay attention, the number 3. Oh, 3 is represented by partnerships. Okay, your second one is 12. It's 12 months in a year, but 1 + 2 = 3 also. And this one is from As Good As It Gets. And it says, you make me want to be a better man. That is somebody telling somebody that. I want you to watch that movie. Okay? And your last and final movie that you need to watch this spring with one you love is the number 16. 6 represents love, and 1 represents beginning. So this one is from Serendipity, and it says, it's like in that moment the whole universe existed just to bring us together. Can you imagine feeling that way in a love relationship? I know somebody here is going to feel that way. Okay, those are your 3 movies that you're going to eat candy with. Make sure you get candy. Find a streaming channel, or find these movies on DVD if you have them. If you still deal with a DVD, some kind of way, go to one of your TV providers like Prime. I don't mean to give them any accolades, but a streaming channel, Amazon Prime, is one of the major ones out there now. Okay, so in this little egg is just more candy. There are 2 little peanut butter eggs in here. Starburst. So now you have 2 starbursts. You know how when you put candy in your mouth and it just melts and the flavors go all over your tongue? This is the way you're going to feel all over with the new love in your life. Pink is passion. And I did decide to give you a little bit of a peanut butter egg. You found me. That's what somebody said. You found me. And this one is for you to put your own little twist to it. Okay? You can write whatever you want to write there. But those are your peanut butter eggs. Easter would not, or I wouldn't say Easter. An Easter basket would not have something chocolate and peanut buttery like a egg or an egg or well, you know what, an egg or a bunny. So now the golden egg. And you know what, I made a mistake when I did this. I got gold glitter everywhere. But this is the final part of your reading today. This is Trinket Tarot. And in this egg are little things that will let you know who your love is. Or some things about them that that you might recognize. There will also be initials of people that you are involved with. So let's crack open the egg. As you can tell, this egg was sealed all the way around, and I said I couldn't put anything in it, and it just cracked a little bit. But that's okay. That's what eggs are for cracking. And so here are your trinkets for spring. So there's someone that has an F, an M. Okay, there's an N, and an E, an I, B, and Z, H. Somebody's gonna say hi. And way over in the corner, let's see, you even have a metal A and an X. Oh, here's a T. We'll get to that in a minute. Someone is a carpenter. There's someone that wears beautiful glasses. Someone is jumping the broom. Somebody better be careful. There's a rat. Okay, cougar. Be careful of the cougar. Someone is a singer. Or an announcement is going to be made. A surprise announcement is what I hear. You're not going to even expect it. What is this? This is an L, I think. Okay, there's a silver L. Someone is transforming. Look at that. This is a heart with a butterfly inside. Can you see that? Let me see if I can. They are transforming their heart. You are transforming their heart. Someone loves to play tennis. Spirit is telling you to believe in love. Ha! We're going to have champagne. We are going to celebrate. This is funny. A garden gnome. It is springtime. You think he wasn't going to show up somewhere? You'll be doing some gardening. Look at this. Someone is going to achieve their goals. They're going to get what they are asking for. This is represented by the the Six of Wands. Achievement, victory. Okay. Trustworthy. So you're going to be dealing with a Taurus who's trustworthy, a Gemini, who's intelligent, someone's taking a look in the mirror. Someone has a bird, or you're going to be hearing birds chirping. That's beautiful. I love that. The idea that birds are chirping. Usually you associate that also with love. So this reading is a hint of what's to come. Someone wants you to be mine. I just heard Spirit say 10 days. So somebody looks for something in 10 days. And some of you all need to take your time. Okay, that's all I have. Somebody has an axe to grind, or their initials could be XA, AX, or XA, ZA. Strange, but that's what came to me just now. Or someone is going to fly into LAX. That's in California, Los Angeles. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I definitely enjoyed giving you these goodies for your spring love reading, your ecstasy, secret spring love reading. And until next time, I'll see you next month for your regular general and love readings. Remember to tune in. Thank you for watching. I wish you love and light.